Hi, I'm Narasimha Roy. This video about the language crisis in India. India being a diverse country with the different languages, religious, regions, and culture. India has witnessed the many languages conflict in history. No Indian language makes the top 10 list in world. The people have trouble getting their message across when they talk them. The people struggle to get the meaning of what others are saying, and the people struggle with the both using and understanding languages and learning the problems in education in our the country. In our the country, Hindi, one of the Indian official language, is the most spoken language in the country. 43.63% of the total population speaks Hindi only. Every country has its own the national language through which the day-to-day affairs goes among the people. Actually, the started the communication, the language from 1 lakh years ago. Here, two articles is there. First one is Article 343, which means the official language of the Union shall be Hindi in Devanagari script, and it is promoted to the Hindi languages in my country with official. Article 27 that says that every citizens of the country has the right to conserve the language, that is identified to the right to the spoken and learning the language in our country. Talk about this article only. Here Hindi is the most spoken language in the more number of the states than any other the single languages, and also the English may be doing to the other world languages, and most international the language the spoken in the more number of the countries than any other single languages compared to the other national languages. India has 22 official languages. It is home to the total of 121 languages and 270 mother tongues, 780 languages spoken in India. Recently the government announced 250 the languages died out in the last 50 years. And the regional languages education importance in a higher attendance, the motivation and increased the confidence for the speaking of among the students, and important parental involvement and the support in studies due to familiarity with the mother tongues only. This is the importance of the regional languages. And Hindi has the largest number of the first languages spoken in India. 78% is the Indo-European the language family in the North Indians that lived over the nation, and 19.2% is Dravidian languages family in the South Indian lived. And here some main important commissions told about our Indian education system and modify some of education development version only. So first is the Woods dispatches of 1854. The Woods Commission recommended some of important of recommendations. First one is an education department was to be set up in every province, and university on the model of the London University be the established in the big cities such as the Bombay, Calcutta and Madras. And next one, at least one government school be open in every district. Next, the natives should be given the training in their mother tongue only. And next one, the government should support the education for women. And the main important, and the committee is recommended education for all. Another one, promotion and stress and the teaching training at all levels. And the last important point is the English education will enhance the moral character of Indians, and in universities with English medium only implemented in entire our colonial period. In 1854, Sir Charles Wood recommended that the schools adapt vernacular the languages, and high schools adapt Anglo the vernacular languages, and that the English be the medium of education in colleges. These the three main recommendations are the recommended by the Charles Wood in 1854 only. So this communique is informally known as the Wood's Dispatches. He was the president of the Board of the Control of India, and he gave the good he given the good recommendation for the development of Indian education system in 18th centuries. And also one of the most important commission is Hunter Commission. Hunter Commission in 1882. Under Commission recommendations, first one, the medium of primary education should be the mother tongue, and next, the more training the schools should be established for the primary teachers training, and next one, the establishment of the model government high schools was the recommended in commission only. And the next important, the religious education was banned in government schools. However, private institutions could set their religion curriculum and also education. And next one is the proper education of the backward classes, and these are the recommendations given from the Hunter Commission to the development of Indian education. So these are the fundamental issues addressed by our Indian changing education system. Pule the given one letter to the Hunter the Commission for the backward the classes free education. So he suggested and write the one letter to Hunter the Commissions recommended for the free education for those who are suffer from the depressed classes in our the country, mostly the backward the classes. And also main important the policy is there, the National Policy on Education 1992, and the right to education, the Constitution of India to provide the free and the compulsory education of all children in the age group of 6th to 14th years as the fundamental rights, and it's identify the fundamental rights to education in our the country. And next one is Sakshar Bharat, to create the literacy society through the variety of teaching learning program for non literate and the neo literate of 15 years and above. Samagra the Shiksha Abhiyan, a committee was set up under the chairmanship of Acharya Ramurthy. Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan recommended by Acharya Ramurthy in 1919 only, and also this committee is recommended 10+2+3 format in education system, and also encourage the 3 languages format in education system. And the setting of a Navodaya Vidyalayas was another the landmark in history of education. The equal educational opportunity, especially for the women and the reserved communities. So this is the main education system in previous, in before independent and after the independence, and effect from this words only in my country. And also India government and changing to the new education, introduce a new education policy in our the country. It this time the national education policy implemented from 2020 by the Narendra Modi and the government, and these are the main importance. So discussion on about